Okay, class. So, good morning. So, this is again engineering economy. So, last time we already discussed about amortization. So, how we are going to determine the payment for loans and how you are going to prepare the amortization schedule. So, by this time, we are going to discuss to you the uniform arithmetic gradient. So, this is presented po in several presentation. So by this time, I will give you the how you are going to derive the formula for an arithmetic gradient. Okay? So for uniform arithmetic gradient, so this is a series of disbursements or receipts that increases or decreases in each succeeding period by constant amount. Okay. So there is always an increase or decrease of the succeeding payments by a constant amount. Okay? So let us consider the illustration below or the cash flow diagram. So, of course, this cash flow diagram is numbered from 0 to n. So, assuming that during the first year, uh, you will pay an amount of A. And then, at the end of the second year, you will pay the amount of A plus the gradient. Take note that the gradient for the first and the second, the difference are the same. Okay? So, take note of that. So, for the second year, you will pay an amount of A plus G. And for the third year, you will pay an amount of A plus 2G already. Okay? And then, at the fourth year, you will pay an amount of A plus 3 multiplied by the gradient. And for the n minus 1 year, you will pay an amount of A plus n minus 2 multiplied by G. And for the nth year, that is A plus n minus 1 multiplied by G. So, and take note that the present amount of this is P. Okay? P. So, take note of the cash flow diagram, class. Okay. So, next. So, let us consider a illustration or a figure showing the uniform series of amount that you are going to pay. So, which is the illustration above. This shows the payment of A from 1 or from the start to the end. And then the figure below is of course shows the gradient. Okay? So, wherein the gradient starts of course at 2 and then until the year end. Okay? So, of course, getting the present amount of this for the uniform amount, P sub 1, and for the gradient, P sub 2. Of course, the total amount is, of course, the sum of P sub 1 and P sub 2. Take note, that is the present amount. And for the future amount, getting F, of course, the summation also of the present amount at illustration A and the future amount rather at illustration B. Okay? So, I think it is clear to everybody. Okay? Now, so let us consider a calculation now. Okay? So, the present worth of the arithmetic gradient. So, take note that we are going to consider the cash flow diagram of the gradient. Okay? So, here, take note that the present amount at 0 is P, and then we have the gradient starting at 2 until the end year. So let us now consider here a calculation using the equation of value. Okay? Equation of value. Wherein, an equation of value, we are going to determine or first select a focal date. So by this time, we are going to select 0 as the focal date and then bringing the present amount of all the cost here from 2 to n. Okay? So, getting now the present amount of G at 2, that is now equals to G multiplied by 1 plus I raised to negative 2. So, okay? So, instead of putting an exponent of negative, we put this down here in order to eliminate the negative sign of the exponent. So, that is why the value now is G over 1 plus I raised to 2. And then, getting 3. So, that is 2G over 1 plus I raised to 3. And then, at 3, or at 4 rather, that is 3G, 1 plus I raised to 4. And then, at n minus 1, that is n minus 2 multiplied by G over 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 until n, which is equals to n minus 1 times G over 1 plus I raised to n. Okay, so, and then getting now the amount of that, that this will become P. Okay, so summing up all this result, this will give you an amount of P. Okay, so, and then for the above equation, factoring out G. Okay, factoring out G, the equation now become P is equals to G multiplied by 1 over 1 plus I square plus 2 over 1 plus I cube plus 3 over 1 plus I to the fourth until n minus 1 over 1 plus I raised to n. Okay, so this is now the first equation. Take note that we are going to derive an equation. Okay? Next, so the above equation or the equation in the previous slides, so multiplying it by 1 plus I. Okay? So, if we multiply that by 1 plus I, the result now is P multiplied by 1 plus I. Take note, both sides of the equation. Okay? So, that is equals to G multiplied by 1 over 1 plus I raised to 1. Why raised to 1? So, because we eliminate 1 plus I over 1 plus I square, that is equal to 1 over 1 plus I. Okay, so eliminated the 1 plus I at the numerator. Okay, so we reduce the exponent by 1. Okay, so this is now equals to P 1 plus I is equals to G over 1 plus I over 1 plus I raised to 1 plus 2 over 1 plus I square plus 3 over 1 plus I raised to 3 until n minus 1 over 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. And then, let us now subtract the equation 1 from 2. Okay? So, the remaining amount now, or the remaining equation, is equals to IP. Okay? So, P here will be distributed. So, P multiplied by 1 is P plus PI. And then, subtracting P minus P, that will become eliminated. And then, the remaining parameter is P multiplied by I. So, that is why we have here P multiplied by I. Okay? So, and then that is G multiplied by 1 plus over 1 plus I raised to 1 and so on and so forth. But take note that these terms here, this is in a form of a geometric series. Okay? So, in the form of geometric progression. So, if that is the case, let us now consider or determine the sum of this using the formula for getting the sum of a geometric series. Okay? So, let us consider the first term as the 1 over 1 plus I raised to 1. And the second term is 1 over 1 plus I square. So, this is the second term. Take note that in getting the common ratio, we are considering the second term divided by the first term. Okay, dividing now the two terms. So, the resulting ratio now is 1 over 1 plus I. Okay? Substituting now to the sum of the series. So, that is sum is equals to the first term multiplied by 1 minus the common ratio raised to n. So, why is it that 1 now is the first instead of r raised to n minus 1? So, because the value of r raised to n is less than 1. Okay? So, that is why here also, in the numerator, that is 1 minus r. Okay? So, getting now the sum. Sum now will become, so, substituting values, eliminating those same terms. Okay? So, that is now 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I raised to n over 1 plus I minus 1. Okay? So, that could be also equal to 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative 1. So, we put the term 1 plus I at the numerator and then using the negative sign. Okay? So, over 1 plus I minus 1. And then, the resulting sum now is equal to 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I. Okay? So, substitute na from the original equation. So, the terms or the sum of terms may be replaced na to the original equation. So, p sub I, this is now equal to g multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. So, minus n, of course, 1 plus I raised to n. So, the resulting equation now is equals to P, okay, is equals to G over I. So, this is now, take note, G is the gradient, gradient over I. So, multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I minus n over 1 plus I raised to n. Okay? So, let us now consider the future amount of this gradient. Okay? The future amount of this gradient. Okay, so after getting the present amount, we now bring this present amount to the year n. Okay? So, that is now, from the original equation is P multiplied by G is equal to G over I, 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I, over n over 1 plus I raised to n. Multiply now this by 1 plus I raised to n. Okay, so take note that the equation, so after distributing now the 1 plus I, so the resulting equation now is F. So this is no longer P, but this is F equals to G over I, 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I minus n. So that is now the future amount of the uniform gradient or the arithmetic gradient. Okay? So, getting now the total future amount, of course, the future amount of the uniform series using ordinary annuity, and then plus the future amount of the arithmetic gradient. Thank you very much. So, that's all. So, thank you very much, class.